Dude, no, 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 no. This right, okay. So, welcome back to Hellblade. I have hopefully fixed the audio. Do you guys see the eye in the top there? Okay, focus. I've hopefully fixed the audio, so that should be better. I have no earthly clue how to get the subtitles to work. Like, I can see the subtitles. Me playing right now, I can see subtitles. I don't know why that's not recording, because it's recording everything else. So, I'm sorry if you need those. But put on headphones, because the voices, well, should hopefully be easier to understand. I don't know why it's not capturing that. I don't understand it. I'm not... Ooh! Oh my... And it's crashing. Nope. We're good? Sweet. Hopefully this is the next section that we were supposed to have. And hopefully the audio is fixed. So everyone, cross your fingers. Well, I'll cross my fingers because... Hopefully everything's recording, because that seems to be the problem. This is why I don't like games where you can't have multiple save files. I don't like that you can't have two people playing at the same game. And I don't like because, like this, if I mess up the recording, I'm either not going to play it, or I have to do everything all over because it's going to mess it up. Yes!
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost
my god, the voice. I needed that.
I will never let you go. You can't get rid
my god,
of me.
he's...
I am your shadow.
Right there, guys. Put your headphones on. That's the only way to enjoy this game.
Dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damn it!
Ugh. I said it in my first playthrough, so it's...
This waking nightmare, where all dreams come true. You searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you.
This you're gonna go full screen for? Are you serious?
Through his darkness you will find him.
This is what you go full screen for. I mean, props to you, developers. Very smart.
Spoiled.
But seriously, this is what you go full screen for.
You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home.
Some voices.
No!
I kind of wanted to look behind me.
They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
Okay, cutscene done. Okay, first off, oh my god, that was such a smart decision. That's really close. That was such a smart decision to go full screen for that one part. Oh my god, that was so smart on their part.
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see
Oh,
it
there
in the
she is. I
hollows
was
of your
supposed to say, what the
eyes.
heck?
A gaze averted from life.
Oh my god.
You ran from it, but brought it nearer. Led it to him.
If you don't have VR, you
An
are
endless
missing a
suffering,
huge part of
worse
this.
than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon and to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war.
Dude!
This is your mission.
Fuck
This
yes.
is your quest.
Oh my god!
There is nothing else left.
Fuck yes, guys. Oh my god. Okay. First off, I absolutely love that voice. I really loved it in my first playthrough. I still love it now. That voice is just so amazing. Two, holy crap. That was such a smart idea to do that full screen. That's what I've been saying the whole time. This game would be so much, but just that small part. Going from that theater mode to that huge, to see it all around you, like that was so good. And that staring contest, because she, like, it's almost like we're the beast. I think I tried to say it before, or I said it before, where, like, some of the parts, it's like we are actually her enemy, even though we are watching her and we are playing as her. Like, that staring, like, she was literally right here. Like, guys, if you like this game, you guys need to play it in VR. Like, if you need motion sickness pills, take motion sickness pills and play it in VR, because, oh my god, that was so good. That was so tense. And that's what I love about it. Ooh. A little bit of jitter. But that's what I love about it, because it was, like, you could feel the tension and, like, oops, okay, forgot my buttons. And kind of, like, just, like, her determination to do this mission. Like, there was so much emotion right in front of us. God, I am so giddy, guys. Ooh, thank you. I'm serious. If you have VR, this is a game I would recommend. Why? Okay, why are we kind of glitching a little bit? Come on.
The only one that makes any sense.
God, I love that voice. It is amazing. And, like, you definitely need to be wearing headphones. The sound of the waves, and you can actually hear the wood creaking too.
Behind you!
Oh, okay. I just came from playing Monster Hunter, so my buttons are a little bit weird. Oh, hello, goodbye. Oh, there's a place. Like, just the splashing and stuff. Like, it's so much. Oh, guys, I love VR. I need to quit rocking back for one. But it's just. I just love VR, guys. The way you can experience how it's more just right there in front of you. Like, I know that's the whole point, but it's just. I don't know why I'm having this little glitchy moment. But that was. Guys, I love it. Like, and I hate that my first episode, like, was good, and then we have those two problems, so it's like,
brings another challenge.
oh, Jesus. Whoa, hi, chicken dude. Ooh. What kind of neat thing is on your face? Holy crap, he's huge. He's huge. Oh, get up, get up, get up.
Not gonna make it.
Oh, shut up, voices. I have this. Hopefully. If I remember my buttons. Oh, I don't remember how to use my focus. That's. Oh, there we go. Like I said, I just came from playing Monster Hunter, so trying to remember my buttons is a little bit weird right now. I don't know why it's glitching. Come on, I hopefully fixed the audio. Don't be a glitchy thing. Man, there's so much cat hair in this headset. Whoa, missed me. What is on your head? Is this supposed to be like an octopus or something? Oh god, and I love the way they show like the wounds too. Like that's so cool. I love like just a little bit of red. Okay, blocking both of you. Ow. Wahoo! God, I know I've said it. I've said it over and over, but this is really is one of my absolute favorite games to play. And I cannot wait to see what they do in the second one. And I really hope it's like this. I really hope they do it to where you can play the flat version and where you can play the VR version. Because this game, like, it's tense if you're just playing it on a computer monitor or a TV monitor, however you're playing it. But the fact that you can play it in VR is just so much more tense. Like, there's just so much more emotion that comes across. Like, again, going back to that stair, when she was just right in front of me, it was just black and it was just her. There's so much more emotion there than, like, playing it on the computer. Because the computer, you can see everything around you, you might have got distracted and looked away, but this, no, you gotta sit here and you gotta look. I also remembered I need to up my brightness. I noticed in my last episode, especially the part where, like, the part where I said the god was pecking at her, that part I had to boost the brightness so much that it actually looked like crap. But, see, maybe that's a little bit better for you guys. I don't know if it is or not. I can't check it right now at this moment in time. But hopefully that's a little bit brighter. I might need to go brighter than that. It's just like the wind, the rain, those creaks. Oh, this game just has so much good audio that, again, I know I've said it, but I'm going to keep on saying it. You really need headphones to play this.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours. However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Okay, so we have two stories in this one. I'm going to try to be super... Ooh. Oh, I know what part we're at now. I remember this. Yeah, and like this is so cool, these game elements they have. Wait, no, go back. Oh, right, I have to focus on it. Thank you. Line it up and then focus. I'm going to try to be super quiet since for whatever reason the subtitles aren't showing up in the recording, so that way you guys can hopefully hear them. So there are going to be stretches of quiet time, which is not abnormal for my type of videos. Push! Whoa! Why do you have a bloody handprint on that arm? Did you always have that? Or am I just now noticing it? Nice shoes. We're actually doing pretty good. The darkness hasn't gone that far up. I know, focusing. I'm focusing on her, okay? I'm just looking at what she got. Like, I love the environment this game has. And I know, I'm gushing, and I'm gushing very badly about this game. But it's just, oh, it's so good! I wish I had more words, or I wish I knew more of, like, technology, like words or something to try, like, to get across. Like, I'm hoping, I hope. There we go. I'm really hope. Oh, did I not do it all the way? That, like, I'm getting across how good this game is and how much I am just in love with it. Hey, there's the other one. Oh, cool. Okay, so we already found both for this section. Hello, head. Hello, sword. Can I have your sword? I love the way that looks. I like that it's broken too, because, like, this is another reason why I like VR. Because, like, I didn't notice that hand before until, like, I went around the bloody handprint. I didn't notice that before until I went around her. And, like, the sword, you can just see so much more detail in VR when you can look up and it's closer and it's actually
Hela
right in front of
possesses
you.
large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Who are we talking about? Because that sounded a lot like death. Is that who we're supposed to be talking about? God, look at that. I mean, that's like the Star Wars. Like, the things in the distance aren't very detailed or clear, but it's still so cool to see everything, though. It's like they put so much love in these games. That's like, if you've ever seen, like, if you watched The Hobbit, and if you ever watched behind the scenes, like, all the little details they do into making a set, even the things like you don't see on camera, things that are like off camera that don't even need to really be there because you don't really see it, but it just adds to the game. And like, it's, I think, God, why can't I think of his name now? Oh, that's bad. The director of The Hobbit, I think it was him that put it most accurately. If you notice, you would have noticed if it wasn't there, but because it is there, you don't notice it. And I think that's so true, because you put so much in these games. There's so much to look at and to see, and all, like, these little carving details. You didn't really need to do that. You could have just had this just be like a blank, like, just like these. It'd just be a blank piece of wood, and like, well, that's fine. It's a building. You don't need to put. But the fact that you put so much detail and work into it, and I think VR is just the best way to see that and to experience everything that the developers put into it. I know, your girl talks too much. I know. That's actually Lizzie's thing, but, okay. Where is this an X? I've seen so many X's. And I am going into the wall. Like, I'm just gushing about the game. I know, but it's just, oh, it's so good. Oh. Okay, changing subject. I'm sorry. I'm changing the subject. Anybody see an X? Is it this? That's what I thought it was, but maybe not. No. Maybe from a different angle. Whoa, flying everywhere. But see, then the symbols leave, so it's up here somewhere. Has anyone... Ooh, is it that? That's not long enough. Can I make it long enough? Has anyone listened to, God, why am I drawing blanks on names today? Game Grumps, Dan. Has anyone listened to his new album he's done? I have Kissed by a Rose stuck in my head that he sung. It's so good. And God, does he have a voice. If you've never tried it or listened to him, you should definitely give him a try. Okay, there's an X here somewhere. Is it that? I mean, there's that thing, if you look where the X is, there's that thing there, there's this thing here, there's this thing in the middle, those are all X's. It's on the ground, am I making it too complicated? No, am I making myself sick doing this? Yes, yes I am. Okay, this is forwards. You know, you can put it in a little backbone yourself and go looking for it. See, is it not that up there? I don't... Is it this? It seems like it'd totally be it. Oh, that actually putting the... Like, I can actually... Like, the dark is actually going, like, and messing with my eye the way that darkness caves in. Why am I not getting this X? Is it that up there? Is it this thing here? Is it this thing here? Where is this X? Don't rain. Anything on the wall? Is it downstairs? I don't think so because there's no symbols down there, but... Yeah, see, there's no symbol. Oh, there is symbols down here. Oh, maybe I wasn't low enough then. Ah, there it is. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, and we got all the stories here. We got both of them. And we're moving onwards, guys. Sounds so good, and it looks so good. And it doesn't even really matter. Hello, body's being burned. Hello, bridge that's not done. Your word done and you got wrecked in the storm. Ooh,
The gate. It's opening.
ooh! Because there's darkness coming for us.
Who is it?
Oh, is this the part? I like this part.
It's coming. That song again. Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes. The
Ooh,
source
this
of the
voice.
darkness.
Love
It's
it!
coming. This is your moment.
Yes, yes it is! I wanted to see this part in VR for so long.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I can't watch this.
What are you doing?
Oh,
You're
your
showing
sword's actually
weakness.
stained. That's cool.
You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will
You know what?
punish you for
She's-
this.
I hope she comes closer because she's not as impressive as
Pick
VR as I
up the
thought she would.
sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Ooh. Oh. Okay, that part was wicked cool. I'm also sorry. I said I wasn't going to talk over the cutscenes, and then I went and did that. I apologize.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Dude.
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. There.
Dude, no, 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 no.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It's real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It's real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Baby, you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Senua?
No, it's enough. It's a trick. She knows this. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
Dude, you knew what you were doing. You got us so used
The light. Go
to the theater way of looking at
It's
cutscenes.
a trick. It's in your mind.
You guys are brilliant to get us used to that and then doing the full scene that I've wanted for the very intense and emotional parts. Holy shit. Oh my god. Dude. That was amazing. Also, did you notice that her arms, like, the flesh on it is actually, like, kind of moving and shimmering? Dude, oh my mind is blown. I am giddy and shocked. Oh, that was so cool. Oh my god. You were genius, guys. The developers are geniuses to do that. That was... Oh my god, was that so smart. Like, if I hadn't known that was coming... Oh, see, this is one of the games.
It's dead. He's gone. He's gone.
Like, okay, I'm gonna pause this real quick. This is one of the games, like, if you watch Jacksepticeye, he always says that you only get one chance to play one game the first time, and then you always wish you go back and play the game for the first time again. Like, if you never played the game before, going back, I get that now, because I was always like, oh, no, I don't want that, you know, after I play a game, I don't mind playing again. I am now, like, I wish I didn't know that she was going to burn herself. I wish I didn't know that, because to see that in VR without knowing it's coming would have been absolutely amazing. The impact that scene would have had on you. Oh my god, guys, I bow down to this developer team. You guys are so smart for doing it this way. Oh my god, I'm just so giddy, guys. Have you ever seen me so giddy about a game? Oh, see, and this is what I hate. Oh, that's so cool. Like, oh, my first episode was good, and then the last two episodes had those aisles, and like, I
Before she
hate
first
that.
met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
But like, it sucks because the audio's messed up. It's not gonna get watched. Like, because the audio's messed up on those two, they're not gonna get watched, and they're gonna go watch someone else's, which is fine. But that's like, it's such a shame. Like, that's the thing. Like, if the video's not perfect, it doesn't get watched. Because this series, it is. I will say it. It is my favorite series that I have on the channel. It is. Hellblade is probably, if you push came to shove and you're like, oh, what's your favorite game, or I don't know, something bad's gonna happen if you name it, Hellblade is easily probably my favorite game I've ever played. I'll say that. It'll probably change down the road. It's definitely in my top 5. Hell, it's my top 3 games. But it's just, it's so good. Ooh, found a face. Awesome.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted. Like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
It's something I really love, and I'm super glad doing it, because I didn't get that one in the first playthrough. There's a couple stories I've missed, and now because I'm playing again, because I know what's going to happen, I've been here, and I want to look all over, I'm finding the things that I missed. The secrets that I missed, the little cutscenes, that part, like, I am finding all of those. And that's what I love. Like, you just get to play a game multiple times in order to get everything that it has to offer. And even then, you'll probably miss little things that you don't understand, or like, sometimes like Easter eggs will go over your head if you don't understand the context of it.
Already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. Yes. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your soul.
Guys, I want Hellblade too. I hope. I know I've said it a lot of times, but I hope they do it in VR as well. Like, the technology we have today for VR, like, it would look so amazing.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy.
Under the tree.
Sword play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted, and for the first time in years she felt a ray of hope.
He's there. Under the tree. You can see him. Come, you have to keep Dillian, because
Oh, there's the music! Yes! Oh, man, guys. Holy crap, this game is amazing.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses it, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Alright, so there's 5 other ones in this section. I hope I didn't miss any back there, but I didn't go back even if I did. Like, look how tall this place is. There's just you hear waves and that rolling thunder. It's just visuals are good, the audio's good, the story's good, the gameplay's good, the combat's amazing. Okay, here's this one.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
He either licked the honey, or he ate everything except for the face because she doesn't like honey. See, and this is also what I appreciate. Like, I was telling you about how I like how injuries linger. Like, we are still moving pretty good. We're running good. But, like, you still see the injuries. Like, the burn on her face. She's holding her side because we fell on it or something. I'm not quite sure. And then just the little noises. Like, you can tell she's hurt. But, again, you can jump around and all that, but you can hear how much effort it takes for her to do it. Like, that's what I like, and I wish more games did that instead of being like, oh, you're injured? Ah, you're now fine because we need the players to run around and do everything we want them to do. Nothing? Can I open it? Ooh, nope. Too close. Too close. Back away. Back away! See, that's what I appreciate, and that's what I wish more games did. Like, because you can still be injured, you can still show your character's injured, but without it slowing down your gameplay. Like, that's what I don't get, why a lot of games don't do that. Like, Tomb Raider, she got hurt, she had something go through her side, like, I think it was in the first game, and it showed her bandaging that, but, like, after that scene was over, she was fine the rest of the game. It didn't bother her one bit. It's like you forget that she even hurt her side. It's like she had something go through it. And except for that one scene where, like, it shows her running around. But as soon as you get back to the camp and you got wrapped, that was it. She was fine. I mean, it might as well not have even happened. That's why I like this, because it still shows it. She still acts like she's hurt, but she's still running around. You just tell it takes effort for her to do it. And that's the way it would be in real life. Okay, so we went all around there. That way, that was the way up. God, just listen to that. Oh man, I miss the ocean. I miss going to the beach. I mean, they're opened as of May 1st. Our beaches are back open here in Florida. But like, they even had a news crew out there, and they're like, where are you from? Alabama, North Carolina, Georgia, because we're the only, like, I think the only state around here that opened for the beaches, so everyone came down. And it's like, well, I don't understand, because we open, everyone thinks this disease is over. It's like, it's not over. Like, we still have new cases every day. And it just surprises me. No one's wearing masks, no one's doing gloves, no one's self-distancing. It's like, oh, it's over now, don't even worry about any of that.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Okay. I don't understand how biting a she-wolf's tongue gets you chains free, but sure. Let's go with that. I look at all these, like, ships and stuff. I think I said it before, too, like, it's such a shame they don't teach, like, these gods and these myths. Like, it really is just all Greek. And, like, there's so many, there's, you know, there's Rome, there's Nordic. Like, there's so many different, like, gods and myths out there. It's kind of a shame that for school, at least, again, my school, it's just the Greek gods. Like, I had to learn about Norse gods, like, just by myself and through, like, the love of playing games. Because those actually seem very popular for video games. But, like, it's a shame that it's not just, like, taught. At least, I'm sure the people who don't give a crap about, like, gods and stuff don't care. But, to me, I always found it fascinating. Okay, this was just a big, long row for nothing. Oh, look at that detail. Could you imagine actually seeing that? Like, they actually built those by hand. Like, that's so amazing. That's the one we did. Did you guys see that they have a new Assassin's Creed coming out? The Viking Assassin's Creed? That's one of the games I'm not gonna pre-order it or anything. That's one that I would have to see gameplay of first, or watch like a YouTube channel on it. YouTube video on it. Because like the last one I played was Odyssey, and while I love the characters in the story, the gameplay was the same thing over and over. You take over the fort, a new one pops up. The one you just took over goes back into enemy hands, and you have to redo it over and over. And it just got so boring and repetitive. And I'm like, I don't care. I literally just watch someone go through the storyline, and that's all.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last.
Oh, we don't even have a sword. I mean, I know it was broken, but it's still a sharp weapon, though. You could use it as a dagger. Also, I gotta say, that scene where she's talking into the mirror and you hear the dark voice, the deep voice coming from her, I think that's probably one. It hits me, like, it's the second hardest, because the bridge that we haven't gotten to yet, that scene hits me the hardest. But this one is probably close second, and I will explain why after this.
Trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfiotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. Luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Ooh, that's a nightmare to be buried alive. Eto, my controller stopped working. Whoops. Whoops, 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 whoops. Nope, nope, nope. Go back, go back, go back. Everything's fine. Yes, yes, okay, good. Awesome, alright. But yeah, when she's talking to the mirror, and it has that deep voice coming from her, that's my second favorite scene Well, it's probably my first favorite scene, but it hits me the second hardest, if that makes sense. Because, like, this is gonna sound... Yo! Okay. Hold on. Because, like, I even noticed myself that, not the deep voice, but the way she talked to kind of herself, which I'm assuming is kind of like her demon, and then there's her. It's all of her dark thoughts coming through, calling her all these names and stuff. And I noticed I do that a lot when, like, if I mess up and stuff, especially... That's extremely bright. Ooh. That's pretty and cool.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
This is really cool looking. But, like, I even noticed, like, I'll call myself stupid, or, like, if I'm trying to do, like, lift something, like, I'll call myself weak. And, like, I noticed that, and I know that's not, like, it's obviously not a good thing. But I think that's why I like that scene so much, because it's a visual interpretation of what happens in our own brains, though. So I think a lot of people do that, even without realizing it. You're really hard on yourself. And so I just think that's a really good, like, a visual scene of what happens. Why am I always close to your back there, girl? Well, you got the wonder in your eye for the treat. Hello, you are extremely close. Oh my god. Hi, how are you? I hope you don't mind that I am not 6 feet from you.
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I wonder if there's something actually.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Geno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
And it's kind of weird we're taking on
Well,
Dillians.
I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
Extremely close.
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words.
Whoa.
That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. You killed him. Let her world change the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all. Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Oh, this game's gonna ruin me in VR. But I really like that. We take on the face of Dillian, and we also take on the face of her demon, which I find extremely interesting and extremely tense, and a very good choice. Like, that's amazing that we were actually walking around like as Dillian talking to her, and then it showed us as the demon. And when she shouted, we got blown away, but then we had to come back because we had to be Dillian. So it's kind of almost like they're the same thing. It's a good side and her dark side. which is something I absolutely love. But I'm going to stop this here. Hopefully this saves at this part. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. I love this game. It's my favorite game. I'm just going to come out right out and say, no more tippy toe, no more, I don't know for sure. This is, and if you have VR, this is definitely a game you have to check out for yourself. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.